What's up guys, it's Cody here. Today in this video we are going to be talking about, I can't even say it without cracking up. We're going to be talking about the iPhone 8 and how it might suck. I don't know where to begin with the iPhone 8. This thing looks terrible. Like literally the definition of terrible to me. I think the iPhone 8 is just ugly. It looks like an iPhone that is trying to be an Android phone, but it didn't even quite make it there. It's not an iPhone. It's not an Android phone. It's like kind of that, you know, morphed, deformed thing that says, help me. It doesn't look good at all. The iPhone 8. This is going to be the 10-year anniversary iPhone. This is going to be massive. This is going to be literally the biggest iPhone that we've ever seen before in our lives. So what is the iPhone 8? Let's think about it for just a second. If you haven't seen any leaks, you think the iPhone 8 and you think amazing, incredible, magnificent, magical. That's what we want. That's what we have in our head. This is the 10-year anniversary for the phone that changed the world. Think about it like that. Think about the iPhone and what it has to be in order to live up to its expectation. And now, the stuff I'm going to show you in this video, it's going to break your heart. I built it up like it's going to be amazing, and it's sad. Okay, I'm going to cool off for just a second so I can actually talk about things that I don't like about the phone, rather than just rambling about how miserable it is without even talking about specifics. So let's start from the top of the iPhone. That's how we'll do it. We'll work our way down the actual iPhone. So the very top. We start coming down and we have the camera lens. And you're probably asking, well, what's wrong with the camera lens? Normally on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, you have a horizontal camera right here. So on the iPhone 8, what has been leaked, we're going to have a vertical camera lens, which a lot of people are like, well, you know, Jesus, I'm gonna throw my phone just in the middle of the video. Forget it, I don't want it. So if you take your phone and you turn it like this, then it's gonna be horizontal. People are like, I don't care because it's gonna be horizontal when I start taking pictures. Okay, but like how often are you, what? That's just like a, shut up. Everybody shut your mouth, listen to me for just a second. I don't know if I can even articulate it, but I'm gonna try to. How do you use your phone? You use your phone like this. When you turn it like this, first of all, lenses are circular, right? Lenses are circular. It doesn't matter which way you turn it, it's still a freaking circle, right? It's still a circle. I guarantee you, if you have a circle and you turn it, it's a circle. Look it up. I promise I'm right. So you got a vertical camera that goes down right here, right? If you turn it this way, people are like, well, that's normally like, it looks good when you take pictures in landscape mode. How often do you have your phone in landscape mode where it looks good compared to how often you have it in portrait mode? I don't know about you guys, but I use my phone like this, like everybody else in the world, because it's shaped like this so you can grab it. You don't have it like this so you can grab it like this. We're not monkeys. We keep our phone pointed like this. And that's a little thing. I don't know, I'm overreacting, I understand. But whatever, forget about the camera. That's literally the tip of the iceberg for me, I think. The next thing that we want to talk about is Touch ID. Where's Touch ID? Well, there was a lot of rumors that it was going to be built into the screen. That's something to look forward to. That's something that a 10-year anniversary iPhone would be something worth waiting for. Touch ID in the screen? That's pretty freaking cool. But somebody, somewhere, in Apple, was like, you know what? Forget that, man. Let's just put the button on the back. You know, like Android's been doing for like 3 or 4 years. It'd be nice, you know, because then we wouldn't have to figure out how to do it in the screen. We didn't get very far doing that, do we? No. Shoot, we're not even close. Now we're looking at an iPhone with the Touch ID ring on the back of the phone, which probably means it's going to be a button in the back of the phone. It looks stupid. And to me, that's the most hideous thing about the iPhone 8, is throwing that Touch ID button on the back of the phone. Because what is that? That's not innovative. That's not new. That's old. That's ugly. That's stupid. To me, it's stupid. We're getting rid of the button on the front, which works just fine. It looks normal, and we're going to throw it on the back where, you know, whatever. If we get a case, think about getting a case. You're going to have a hole in it where you can put your freaking finger. The phone's gonna look like some type of transformer if it has a case on it. It already looks like it's pieced together like a freaking puzzle. All right, so far we've talked about functional, but ugly. So we got a functional vertical camera, but it's ugly. We have a functional Touch ID button on the back, but it's ugly. So now let's talk about something that's not necessarily ugly, but not functional. So what would be really cool in the iPhone 8? What would be something that a lot of phones have that iPhone users would love to have too? Wireless charging? Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be something that, you know, phones already have for a long time that we would like to get to because holy shit, we're spending all this money on these freaking phones every year. But the iPhone 8 is supposedly going to have an aluminum back. You know what aluminum back means? That probably means we're not getting wireless charging. Do the hits keep on coming or is it just me? No wireless charging, ugly camera, ugly Touch ID button. What's next? What else we got, Cody? What else you got in your bag? Well, there's a new facial recognition feature that's going to be hopefully on the iPhone 8. Maybe. They're actually having a whole lot of issues trying to get it to work, and they got like what? Less than 2 months before they're supposed to start like taking pre-orders. So unless they're like heavily delaying the iPhone, it is very, very likely that we're not gonna get facial recognition on our iPhone 8. Tell you the truth, I don't even care. Like, I don't even want facial recognition. I want Touch ID. I like Touch ID. Using Touch ID is not that hard because it's literally my thumb over it. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. But facial recognition, if it has facial recognition and it doesn't have Touch ID, who knows if Apple Pay will even be a thing anymore? How do we even know that banks are going to actually take facial recognition for Apple Pay? How accurate is it? How secure is it? Can it be faked? I mean, these are things that banks are going to be like, I don't know, bro. Like, you unlocked your phone from like across the table. Like, you're not even on it, and it's unlocked with your face. So, I mean, how secure is this, honestly? Not to mention the overall design it's gonna be blocky. It's gonna be like an iPhone 5, except bigger. Like, with the beveled edges. I just don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I am not feeling it. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, because this is going a completely different direction than I thought. Now, even if they do figure out facial recognition and wireless charging, it's very possible that it's not even going to be a feature that is unlocked at launch. So we'll probably have to wait for that in a software update. Now, I know I've been calling it the iPhone 8, and it's very possible that Apple is going to call it the iPhone Pro, which, with its vertical camera, its Touch ID on the back, the aluminum body, so no wireless charging, a broken facial recognition. That sounds pretty standard for Pro. What does this iPhone even do? What features are we actually getting? I mean, I am literally struggling to even figure out what the iPhone 8 is actually going to give us. What is that feature that's going to make us buy it? Unless you wanted the AR feature. Which, okay, augmented reality is going to be really cool. I can't wait to mess with that. But is that like worth buying a brand new phone for? An ugly brand new phone? Where's all that money going to? This is what's going to blow your mind. If you made it this far in the video, you get a little treat. Because the asking price for this is supposedly the base model. The base model for this hideous iPhone is $1,249, not including tax. Rumored. That's the base model. Supposedly it's going to come in 2 separate flavors. 64 gig and 256 gig. So if that 64 gig is $1,250, well, how much is the 256 gig? You want to guess? $1,400, not including tax. Do you know what tax is on $1,400? Oh God, I don't even know, dude. It's like $115. So we're talking $1,515 for a phone that looks terrible. A lot of people skip generations. Maybe this is the one to skip. Well, guess what, my friends? There's a very possibility that this phone is going to be the flagship phone for 2 years. 2 years. It's getting worse and worse the more I keep talking. It's like my soul is crushing on the inside. They might not release another phone for 2 years after this piece of shit. Oh my God. It's, man, the only thing that would be the saving grace of Apple, if they leaked all this stuff, all this terrible, miserable stuff, and then they come out with this like badass iPhone 8, which is very possible. Controlled leaks are not like an unknown thing. It's something that happens a lot. I'm gonna absolutely flip. That took a lot out of me. I'm sweating. I am like physically and emotionally spent. I feel strongly about Apple products. I like Apple. Apple is awesome. But sometimes, I mean, hey, I like to make fun of Apple. You guys know that. You watch my rant videos. I like to make fun of them. They deserve to be made fun of sometimes. If you plug your charger into the bottom of a mouse, expect to be made fun of. Whoever signed off on that still deserves like a gut punch. Just like, maybe a couple, and then a kick to the mouth. I feel like the comments on this are gonna be pretty good. I can't wait to read them. Hopefully the comments won't be that bad, but of course I do wanna know what you guys think about the iPhone 8 in the comments below, so let me know. Of course, if you guys like these rants, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's not what I meant. Hit the like button, and then if you wanna see more videos from me, then you can hit that subscribe button, turn those bell notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next video.